So the movie starts by showing the backstory through drawings. There was a fawn named Bambi who used to live with his mother in the jungle. But one day, a hunter shot his mother. After that, Bambi was left alone. He grew up surviving the dangers of the jungle alone. And when he grew up, he found a partner. Both of them had a child, and Bambi was also very happy with his family. But humans again started interfering in his life. They destroyed his new family by destroying the jungle. One day, a truck full of toxic waste was passing through the jungle. It crushed Bambi's partner. Along with that, Bambi was also hit and made unconscious. In the midst of all this, Bambi's child also got separated from him. This is a company named Wilbexer Pharmaceuticals whose toxic waste is being dumped in the jungle water. When Bambi woke up, he had to face the same pain again, which he had faced in his childhood. Then he started looking for his child, and meanwhile, he drank the same water mixed with toxic waste, due to which he became a mutated monster, ready to take revenge. Now, in the present, 3 hunters have reached the same forest to hunt Bambi. Michael, Tyler, and Eddie have been sent by the Wilbexer Company. Something like this has happened due to their toxic waste. This thing should not go out. Therefore, Bambi has to be killed. The 3 of them were doing target practice on a dead bird, and after shooting the bird, all 3 moved ahead. Meanwhile, we see Zana and her son Benji, who are going to Benji's dad Simon's family's house on Thanksgiving. But the main thing is that Simon himself is not coming. He is too busy in work. Both mother and son took a taxi and left, and just as they reached the forest road, Benji vomited, due to which the car had to be stopped, and the car stopped at the same place where the dead bird was lying. They had just moved ahead, sitting in the car, when Bambi also came running from the front and turned the car with his horns in one go. After this, he jumped on the car and broke the driver's bones and ribs and killed him. Meanwhile, both mother and son broke the rear glass and ran away from there. But before leaving, they definitely saw Bambi once, and we also saw the full look. Simon's family's house is nearby, where Simon's mother Mary is standing outside and repeatedly saying Bambi. Mary is a victim of dementia. That is why she does not remember anything, but Bambi is always remembered by her. Something goes on in her mind to such an extent that she keeps making drawings of it. It has filled the whole house. Mary's 2 sons live in the house, Andrew and Joshua. Along with them are Andrew's wife Harriet and son Harrison, who does not have any manners at all. There is no signal in the phone where their house is, and Andrew has also disconnected the landline phone because Mary kept calling the police again and again. Mary told them in advance that they have already arrived. I could not understand what she said, but when I came out of the room, I understood that Zana and Benji had already arrived, and their house looks like Michael Mers's house. Anyway, Zana told them all that this is what happened to us in the jungle. Hearing this, Joshua went out to help the taxi driver. He had no idea that the driver had died long ago. Benji was quite injured, so Zana started giving him first aid. On the other hand, those 3 hunters were giving all the information to a special person of Wilbexer. And on the way, they found the same overturned taxi, and inside the taxi, they found Zana's phone. All 3 were ready to shoot. Then there was some movement in the bushes, so Tyler fired a direct shot, and the bullet hit Joshua's head and died on the spot. To ensure that no one finds out about their mistake, they put Joshua's body in a truck and took it away. Meanwhile, Mary was looking out of the house. Just then, someone threw the same dead bird at her, and the one who hit was Bambi. In one go, he entered the house, creating havoc. He was not able to fit inside the house, so he was destroying everything. They were not safe inside the house. So, they quickly went and sat in their caravan. Harriet was left behind. She was also trying to escape. Just then, Bambi hit her with his horns in such a place that it is difficult to even describe. Bambi ran after her, like Gassed Face ran after Casey. In front of the whole family, Bambi swung his horns and broke Harriet into 2 pieces, and seeing this, Andrew started the van at full speed and left from there. Bambi tried his best to chase them and get them off the road, But Andrew maintained his balance, due to which he was able to get ahead of Bambi. By then, all the three hunters had reached their house, where they found Harriet cut into two pieces. She was also alive. Michael ended her suffering with his knife. Meanwhile, the family had to stop suddenly because a tree had fallen in the middle of the road. Andrew made a plan to pull the tree out of the road with the help of the van. Andrew, Harrison, and Zana would try hard outside, so Benji would have to race in the van. Zana was explaining this to him when Bambi also came from the front. And seeing him, Benji gave such a race that he sent Ban straight into the doctor's driving. The problem was that Andrew had not tied the rope to the tree by then. On the contrary, the rope got wrapped around his leg, and he too kept getting dragged along with the van. Benji avoided Bambi and went away, but Harrison was left behind. To save himself, he ran into the forest, but was finally caught. Bambi had just opened his big mouth when he heard the voice of his child, so he left Harrison there and went away. Just then, a rabbit came near Harrison, and out of habit, Harrison kicked it and threw it away. But this behavior was bound to cost him dearly, sooner or later. It happened today. Rabbit returned with goons. He brought dangerous rabbits, mutated, due to toxic waste, which ate Harrison alive. Many other animals have been affected by that toxic water, and those three hunters are wiping out all those animals. They have set traps all over the jungle, and live cameras are installed in front of the traps. Whatever happened to Harrison was also seen on the monitor. That means the hunters must have come to collect his body so that the news does not spread. On the other hand, the van stopped only when its fuel got over. Otherwise, Benji had completed the job. When the van stopped, Zana saw that Andrew was tied behind the van, and he was so worn out that nothing was left of his face. Mother and son got down from the van, and just then, Mary ran into the jungle. So these two also had to follow her. Mary had stopped at Bambi's hideout, where hundreds of human bones, mutilated bodies, and God knows what else were lying. They were surveying the place when Bambi came, due to which both of them ran away with Mary and reached back on the road. There they found the same hunters who had taken them to their hideout and were throwing the same dead birds on the way. This is to bring Bambi to their base. On reaching his hideout, they got a big shock because there they found Simon, the boss of those hunters, a special worker of Wilbexer Company who is getting all the cleaning work done along with his partner Joe. This was an important work, due to which he was not able to come. Now, the family itself came to him. Half the family. So many people of the family have died. Still, Simon is hiding all this. He does not want to tell the police, because then the company will be closed and everyone will go to jail. That means he will have to go to jail. That is why so much mess has spread. And because so much mess has spread, it does not matter now. Now they will not rest until they kill Bambi. If Zana does anything, Michael will kill her too. He clearly told them this. They have kept Bambi's child captive here, to use him whenever needed, and that time has come. Eddie and Tyler took him out to the jungle to call Bambi. They were using his child as a bed, but Bambi is very smart. Seeing the opportunity, he first severed Tyler's head. Then he chewed Eddie's legs and severed his head too. Meanwhile, Benji had taken the child out of the cage. Seeing this, Michael went to catch him from here, and Sona and Simon were searching for him from there. Joe and Mary were left at the base. Bambi came inside and opened his mouth to chew Mary's head when Joe made a noise, due to which he started following Joe. There was no chance of escaping by breaking the door like in The Shining, so Joe decided that she will die taking Bambi with her. He shot at the cylinders kept there, which caused the entire base to blast. Meanwhile, Jana, Simon, and Michael had reached Benji. Michael was ready to shoot him when a burning Bambi came there and grabbed Michael and took him with him. Michael's satellite phone had fallen there, which Simon picked up. Just then, Bambi came back to take his child. Seeing this, Zana went and stood with her son. But instead of saving both of them, Simon ran away to save his life. Zana understood that Bambi wanted his child, so she brought the child in front of him. But then Michael came from behind and shot Bambi and knocked him down. But Mary took care of him too by shooting him in the head. Mary survived and also got completely cured. But the one who did not survive was Bambi. What had happened to him in childhood? The same happened to his child. A hunter killed the child's parents by shooting them in front of the child. The child kept trying to lift it, but it did not get up. On the other hand, Simon was trying to escape, but the rabbit ruined his game as well. Bambi found his child after so many difficulties, but in the end, he could not become one with him.